Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Olabsayomiye and I film content from Lagos, Nigeria. So if you are new here seeing this beautiful face, don't make it your last. Please click on the red button below and subscribe. Alright? If you're an old subscriber, what's up G? Thank you so much for coming back and thank you so much for clicking this video. So in today's video, I'm going to talk real quick on things to consider when planning your wedding with or without an event planner. It has to do with the current wedding in 2022 because I'm filming this video in 2022. I have to consider these are the things that worked for me and I feel I should share with you as well because it might work for you as well. The video you want to watch, you know what to do, and if you don't know what to do, click on the red button below first, subscribe first if you're here to subscribe, click the like button because you're definitely going to enjoy this video. Drop your comments, your expectation, and then when you are done with this video you drop what you learned, okay? And also grab a seat, sit down, relax, and let's get right into today's video. Filming this video because I have an Owambe today. I've glammed my face myself. All right, so I have an Owambe today and one of my real G is getting married and I feel like, okay, let me just quickly drop this content here. And because this, I'm actually like in this wedding ceremony mood, okay, let me just drop the content here for you today and you guys should watch. First on my list here, I have budgeting. Consider your budget, right? You have to consider your budget. Like, it's actually a very key thing, and make sure that you guys have talked through it yourself and your partner. What type of wedding are you guys looking at? Not inviting out, what number, what size, what wedding size are you looking at? Are you looking at doing like a wedding, a parlor wedding, garden wedding? That, so where do you want to use? And also you have to like really put a lot of things into consideration which would actually boil down on your budget. So once you consider all these things, then you have to ask yourself another question. So the money that you guys are going to use to finance this wedding, where is it going to come from? Is it going to come from family members? Is it going to come from your savings? Are you guys going to get loan for this wedding? Money going to come from, like, this is actually a very critical question. People are actually from a wealthy family. You still need to consider where your money is going to come from. Where is it going to come from? Because before you can even decide that you want to get married, I'm very sure that you have some money somewhere, maybe in the bank, in an investment company, or so. I know you have money somewhere that you've kept aside. So you have to like decide and come into agreement with your partner. Where are you guys going to be financing your wedding from? Are you going to source for loan, which I really do not advise, and I really will not advise because of life after the wedding ceremony, which is the marriage. After you guys have considered all this, where your budget will come from, where your money will come from, next on my list is coming into terms or coming into agreement with stakeholders. Ha! So this is sweet. If you are a Yoruba, if you are from a Yoruba family, they normally say that is the bride's family that owns the wedding or something. So there's like this, but that is the wife's family that own the wedding, and they are the one that should take that would want to take charge of the wedding, which is very wrong. Your wedding is your wedding day, right? You should give your parents the honor, right? But then you should also make sure that you have fun on your wedding day. Just let your families decide for you, and also don't decide for your family. So you guys have to like come into terms, come into agreement, all right? So like tell them what this is the type of wedding that you're looking at. This is your plan with your husband or your wife. So like, are they fine with it? Is there anything, any adjustment that they would like to make? And make sure that any adjustment that you guys are making in process of planning, is something that you really want, because you only get married once. Yes, Well, some people get married twice, some people get married, you know, more than once, which may be dependent on some things or some circumstances that is not, that is beyond their control. I do not pray for, I do not pray for anyone, but your wedding day, you should make sure that you have maximum fun, enjoy it, enjoy the day, and make sure that everything happening that day, you don't, have to regret after that. I wish I knew I would have done it this way, or I wish I knew I would have done it that way. All right. So make sure that you come into agreement with the stakeholders. It is very, very, very important. All right. So after you come into agreement with the stakeholders, you guys have, you know, picked, decided on the color of the day, decided on, size of the wedding, decided on the venue, decided on, who are we inviting and all that. The third thing that you need to consider is your vendor list. Yes, you need to consider your vendor list. Or even if your parents, or even if your friends are into this and that, and you really want to patronize them, you have to make sure that it's actually worth it. Do you really want to patronize these people? Have you seen their work? If you want to patronize like the best makeup artists that you like, maybe you've seen their work on Instagram or any other social media platform, and maybe you feel like, okay, this person, if you patronize them, your wedding pictures will go viral and all that. Who doesn't like that? But then the wedding is actually, beyond these glamorous things that we all see. So you need to make sure that you can vouch for your vendors, right? Make sure that you check your vendors list. Make sure that they are people that you've seen their work, you've gotten attestation from other people that they are very good, and make sure that they are these people that you are comfortable with, and they will treat your day as though it is theirs. All right. So the fourth thing on my list is plan at least 6 months ahead. Yes. So let's say you're getting married in June, you have to at least start planning in December, right? And let's say you're getting married in maybe December, you have to start planning in like May or June. So you plan 6 months, and you give yourself like 6 months, gap. These are the things that you want to do, because in this period, there are a lot of things that will change. Yes, I'm saying it. Yes, there are a lot of things that will change. So in my own case, I got married in December. I started my planning in, I think I started my planning in June. My wedding shoes in June. Yes, I got my accessory, everything in June. So the color I wanted, because I'm a chocolate person, I love chocolates, and I've already used chocolate in, I used that when I was doing my introduction. My outfit was chocolate and cream. So I want to like bring that back. But I still want to bring it back. So I had to like make sure my Ashwebi ladies wore chocolate, all right? So I can like incorporate that color, still bring it back to my big day, and still have it, when I'm checking my albums and all that. So coming back to me, I wanted, what color was that again? Can I said a champagne gold color, right? I wanted to wear a champagne gold color. That would definitely mix well with brown, chocolate brown. So and I was definitely going to wear a George. I knew I was going to wear a George right from time, because I'm a Delta babe. So I knew I was going to wear. I was searching for, my mom's sister who was helping me to search for, because she's based in Port Harcourt, and this is like George House, and also this is where they ship George from to come to Lagos. So she was helping me to search for. I was also searching for another, but to cut the long story short, I couldn't get the color I wanted. I couldn't get in champagne gold. No, I couldn't get it in rose gold. I wanted it in rose gold. I couldn't get in rose gold, right? So rose gold is like a very deep gold, right? Deep shade of gold. So I couldn't get it in that shade. I was getting it in champagne gold, which is a lighter shade of gold, but I didn't want it. I didn't want to wear champagne gold color, because I feel the color is very common. So I had to go back, and then she brought out this color for me, that was turquoise, right? So she got me in turquoise blue, and I immediately, she showed me the picture, I fell in love with it, and I'm like, yes, this is what I'm going to go for, because even the color still mix well with, the chocolate. So in this 6 month period, I had a lot of back and forth. Coming back to my wedding dress, I knew what I wanted, right? And that is actually very important. Before you get married, please know what you want. So you won't just settle for what you see. Yes, it is very, very important. I knew I wanted, this ball dress, silk down, lace up, and all that. So I reached out to my event planner. Actually, got someone for me to get from. The person is based in China, so she got a dress for me, and I had to like amend and all that. So I just changed the upper part because it's a net. I can't amend, I can't adjust the net, so I had to change it totally. So glad because the person that changed for me actually did. She was the one that made my judge my traditional wear and my robe and all that. So she actually, maybe it was a coincidence, I don't know. The net she used for me, the net that came with the dress was white, right? But the net she used for me later was now brown. God, I was so in love with the dress. So, I was so happy that I was able to, get what I knew what I wanted, but I was just so happy that at the end of the day, I was able to like incorporate what I wanted to what I eventually got. So you have to know what you want. You have to know, know your color, know what color do you want, what's your best color. Do you want to have your best color, incorporated on your wedding day, or you just want to wear anything that you see or anything that comes your way. So you have to know what you want. It is actually very, very, very important. Then the next on my list is familiarize yourself. After um, budgets, you've spoken with the necessary stakeholders, you've checked your vendors list, checked the number of guests that you want to have on your wedding day, you've like given yourself 6 months to plan, replan, and because there are a lot of emotion filled with just making this day a success because you want to do it once and just get done with it, and you don't just want to do anything. You want to also make sure that that they come out boom. You want to make sure that everything goes well and all that. So once you've done that, you want to make sure that the venue you are using, you're familiar with that. So you want to make sure that you're familiar with the venue in terms of security, in terms of you know navigating for people, easy accessibility, that people can easily access that particular venue that you are using. So you also want to make sure that venue is somewhere that in case people forget anything, because definitely people will forget. I can assure you, people will forget stuff. So in case anybody forgets anything, you can easily retrieve people's item back. You can navigate and get, you know, people's things back and all that. So you want to make sure that these are in check before you pick or you go for the venue. And also you must make sure that you pay for the venue at least way ahead because people are definitely going to get. Imagine that you're getting married in like maybe all this festive season like December, November. People will definitely want to get married in this particular month, and places will be booked, events will be booked and all that. So you want to make sure that once you've gotten a perfect place for you, you book that place and you make payments ASAP. So having said all this, I think this is going to be the end. So having said all this is going to be the end of the video. So it's just like a quick tip that I could easily remember and talk to you guys about. If you want more of this video, just let me know more research on it, and then I'll bring like a part 2 of this for you guys, right? So just ask me any wedding preparation related questions, anything that you need to know at all, anything that is bothering you that you need to ask. Please feel free to drop it in the comment box below. I will definitely be there and I'll be willing to help and answer your questions. So if you are married or if you're about getting married watching this, I wish you a very happy married life. If you are married watching this, I wish you a blissful married life. And if you are single and get proposed to watching this, I pray that everything just go as perfect and as planned in Jesus' name. And I pray that may you get the bone, may you be married to the bone of your bone and the flesh of your flesh in the mighty name of Jesus. Amen. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thank you for staying with me to the end of this video. If you love this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, drop your comments in the box below. I'll be right there to answer your questions, and let me know what type of video you want me to film next. Alright? So till I see you in my next one, stay cool. Bye. Mwah.